Good morning and welcome to the IsaTools Pro Training. My name is Diane Williams and I'm out of St. Louis, Missouri. And I'd just like to welcome you to this call. I pretty much just do an overview of the site and how to use it. If you're new to IsaTools and you're just kind of checking out what it's about, the way that you can find out a little more information is you can log into your Isagenix back office, hover over resources, and you would go to IsaTools. Since I'm already have this app, I need to go to manage IsaTools, but this is what you would see if you don't have it yet. It's just got a 3-minute video for you to kind of listen to the features of it, and then they also list the features at the bottom for the IsaTools to go, which is just the phone app only, or if you want to get the IsaTools Pro, which includes the desktop, and that's pretty much what I'm covering today. My husband uses the phone app, but I like using the desktop because I can maneuver around a lot easier and I can see things a lot clearer. The upgraded version does include just a few things that the phone app alone does not, and that is the coaching emails. This is what really got me excited about this program, is a way to help keep me accountable once I start putting a drip campaign on someone. They also, the higher feature also includes a presentation builder and the tax software app, the deductor, which helps you keep track of your spending in your business. So once you have decided to go ahead and purchase the app, if for some reason you only purchase the phone app and you find that you want to upgrade, this is also where you can upgrade your subscription. So I already am in the IsaTools back office. And just as the very first thing that you're going to come to is your dashboard, and it pretty much just gives you individual icons that you can click on and do just real quick additions, like adding a contact or sending out a video. And down here, some more quick links where you can create a QR code builder or send an email. So these are like really quick ways of doing something right away, but all of these are featured in the drop-down tabs at the top here also. And just to let you know that if you were to come here and you didn't watch a recording or you don't get on the call here, this guide me button at the top right, that actually gives you a little quick step-by-step of what each one of these items are on your dashboard. Just walks you through them. So, and this is pretty much how I learned how to do it. So it's very, I feel like it's very user-friendly, but until I found a video in the prospecting digital media, I didn't realize, I thought that guide me button was pretty much all you had to go on to learn the system. So they're constantly updating this site. They're putting on new videos. They're updating their PDFs. I mean, it's just, I love this tool. But the very first thing you want to make sure that you do is set up your site, because when you're using your links that you're going to be sending out to your prospects or even your teammates, you want to be able them to know that it's you that's sending it. And if they want more information, they know who to get back to. So you want to make sure that you fill out your display information, which is pretty much your contact information, your personal information. And this is what will be actually showing on the website display. You can put in a little verbiage there about yourself, or whatever you want. You want to make sure that you do upload a photo. It's just nice to be able to put a face to a name, and it makes it a lot more personable that way. Your notifications tab, that just lets the system know how you want to be contacted when someone does come to your site. So if you send out a link to using one of your personal URL links, and you have your landing page set up, they will be putting in their name and their email address, and you'll get notified. And so you can let the system know how you want to be notified. You can put in multiple email, like my husband and I both get notified, so that if for some reason he gets busy, I'll just double check, hey, did you see someone checked out a video? And he'll either say yes or no. You also want to put in a phone number here. So you let the system know that you want to be contacted when a new contact registers on your lead capture page, if they return to the site, if they request more information, or you can just have notices sent to you on to-do items, which are auto-populated in some cases where they get started on a campaign drip. Those are or if they are reminding you to get back in contact with someone that has visited your site. So you can let the system know if you want to be sent an email or a text or a push notification, all three, just one, whatever you want. You just click on the button that you want. Then you make sure that you save the notification. You can actually send yourself a test, and it'll show you what you'll get whenever you do get one of these notifications. You do want to make sure that your lead capture page is on. I believe it's been a while now, but I'm almost certain that this was off to begin with. I could be wrong, but you want to make sure that this is on. So go to your lead capture, make sure that this is on. All you do is you slide the tab here. Oh, I want you on. And like I said, it will automatically ask for their name and their email address, but if you want their phone number or their physical mailing address and or their phone, either one, you would just click on one of these buttons. And again, you want to make sure that you save. And I got to figure out a good place to put that. Definitely want to make sure that you always save if you do any kind of changes on the page. So I'm still in display information, just kind of going over that for you. Your social networks, you just want to make sure that you are connected. That's just another way that they can learn more about you. And so anything that you are on social network, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and then we've got a couple more down here, your Gmail, your Instagram, Skype. So anything that you are hooked into social network, make sure that you get your links put in there. The email server setting, the IsaTools system already has a default setting, but if you want to enable your own advanced settings, and I'm going to learn how to do this because someone that was actually watching one of the videos, Steve Slatke, told me that the reason that you would want to enable your own advanced settings, and it does give you a step-by-step how to do it. He said that a lot of the email systems won't receive your email from IsaTools. It'll automatically put it into the spam folder. So this is one reason why you would want to change your it to advanced settings. If you notice right here, a little pop-up box comes up. So whenever you have hit saved, it does tell you that it has been saved. Your autoresponders, like I said, when you send out emails with your link in there and they do fill out the landing page, they will automatically be put on an autoresponder system if you want them to. And you go in and you decide which ones you want to send to them. If a contact comes in, puts their name and email address in, but for whatever reason they don't watch the presentation, you can put them on an autoresponder separate from ones that do actually watch the presentation. I just put them all on the same. This is a autoresponder that I actually created myself, but there are ones in here that are already, you know what, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'll have to go back and look at that again. But they do have autoresponders already auto-populated in your back office. You would just choose which ones you want sent. And then you can trigger, like, after how many days that they actually came on and registered, when to start the campaign drips. Your other settings are just pretty much you letting the system know which market you're in, because there are some limitations to which videos and some of the things that you can do on your site within the market that you're in. And the mobile app access code, this is when you actually do get the phone app, you will receive an email and it will give you an access code. So it's free to get the app, but when you're setting up the app and you're making it go live, they ask for a password and they're actually asking for the access code. So this is another way to find it if you can't find your email. So once you have your display settings set up, as you go through each one of these, the green check mark will come up to let you know that you've completed everything that you need to complete on here. So this to-do area right here, this is the one that I was talking about. This will, like this, anyone who's actually watched like a video or something and it's telling you to make a contact again, that automatically goes into this to-do file. Or you can create your own task by going into, I think you can either do it, I haven't done it through that way, and through your to-do tool right here, you can put your own tasks in here. So just going across the top, just real quick, this is your contacts button. This is where you'll manage your contacts. You can add new contacts and you can import contacts. The import contacts does give you kind of step-by-step instructions on how to do it. And then once you have imported your contacts, you go into your managing your contacts. They're alphabetized by last name. And the first thing I want to remind you to do is put yourself in your system, because when I touch on the coaching campaigns, more than likely with you having the system, you're going to be the coach in most cases. Sometimes you'll assign someone on your team, but you want to make sure that your information is in here. And you can do that multiple ways. You can do it from directly right here. You can add a new contact. You can do it from this tab. You can do it from the home page on the icon that way also. Prospecting, I'm going to come back to that because that's just got all the meat of this tool. My sites, this is where you'll find your individual URL links. Now this is our, I don't know what you call that. This is the name of our URL, Team of Hope. So your URL would be in there along with .isalookbook.com. So these are links that you can send out to your customers or your team members. And like I said, if you have your lead capture page set up, the very first time that they go to one of your videos, they will have the landing page. And so they'll have to fill that out in order to go through and watch the movie. These two right here, the My ISA videos and Start Your Life campaign, you can actually customize and tell the system which videos you want them to put on this link. And you can, when you click on there, if you go to this little green X, it gives you kind of like a small explanation of what the video is about. You can actually view the video all the way through, see if you like it, see if it's what you want to send. And then if it is something you want to put in there, all you do is click on the little box and it adds it to there. If you decide, no, I don't want that, just take it back off. It's very, very simple. And then your next step is pretty much just showing you how to review and save it. And it just lets you know the videos that you've chosen for this customized link that you want to set up. All right, and you can actually just go ahead and share it right away on your social media once you get it customized, if you like. One other thing, if you're into statistics, you can actually look at the stats on how your videos, when you send them out, like on the days that they've been viewed. I'm not really big into stats, so if you know how to read this and you know how to do this, is a great place for you to come around and look at things that interest you. The last tab that I'm going to talk to before I get to the, no, it's not, I'm going to go over here. But under My Business, they do offer you a conferencing tool, a startup meeting. It does cost a little bit more, but you can find out more information on this tab. Like I said before, the deductor comes with the IsaTools Pro desktop. This is just a way to keep track of your business expenses. And then in your shop tools is where you can find your business cards, your tear pads, and, you know, the banners, the t-shirts, your promotional items. This alone, you could spend many, many hours in just searching around and looking at all the different things that they offer you. I'm going to jump over here to my profile. My profile is pretty self-explanatory if you want to change anything. But this team access code is what's another awesome idea that they came up with for this app. If you have someone on your team who loves to set up emails or campaign drips and just do that kind of stuff, they're very creative. I'm not saying that I am creative, but I just want to let you know that there are ways to share this without having to send it, you know, either through your email or however else you would send it. So what you would do is, if you're the creative one, you set up a team access code. I set up Team of Hope, that's mine. And so if someone else wants to join my team access code, they would just go over here to my profile, team access, join a team. You would type in the team access code and join it. So you can see right here that I joined Carol Tompkins' team access code. And so automatically all of her emails that she has created herself drop into my email scripts and my coaching email drips. And I will go back to that now. Under prospecting, one more thing I want to show you is whenever you come to a page and it has this question mark with the circle on it, if you click on it, it just gives you some frequently asked questions about that page that you're on, so you can actually find out even more information on whatever it is you're looking at. And I just realized I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. So when you do get into the digital media, this has such a huge library of videos, audios, images, PDFs, books and magazines, and presentations. And when you click on any one of these tabs, if you want to see what it is that you're looking at, or listen to the video, or listen to the podcast, all you do is click on this little view icon, and it just opens it up, lets you listen to it, you know, in full or just in part, just to kind of get an idea. If you decide you like it and it's something that you would like to, you know, have easy access to, because there are a lot of videos in here, and sometimes it's kind of hard to find, you know, which one that you had seen and you really liked. So just go ahead and click on this like button icon. Oops, going backwards here. Just told me that it removed it, so I'm going to put it back in there. I don't know why it didn't light up though. So these are folders that you can actually put each one of these into. I did do some of them, like some of them I tagged for the AMP line. So if I'm looking for videos that have to do with AMP, I tagged I dropped those into the AMP folder. But like I said, when you click on that little like button, this is where all of those would drop. And just to give you a quick, before I forget, this back office training video is the one that I found probably maybe a month ago. I didn't even realize it was back here. So there's actually an IsaTools to go training. That's mainly for the phone app, but then the back office training is the one kind of like what I'm doing right now. But he does a much better job than I do, and I'm not just saying that, but it is a little dated, but for the most part, you get a good idea. So if for some reason you're looking just to get a refresher of what's back here, this is a great one to go to. So once again, they've got audios and images. The images have a lot of the before and after pictures. They also have inspirational quotes and pictures. I don't know why it's not pulling up. Oh, because I'm still in my liked folders, that's why. I want to view all. There we go. That's under images. PDFs, these are great. I use these for like my prospecting. I copied the clinical healthy heart diet versus our 30-day. I use that to show prospects. There is so much in here. I mean, it's just a great way also for you to learn more about this incredible business and the products that we have. Books and magazines, and it comes with one presentation already pre-populated. Whoops. I wonder if Chuck did that. Okay, I'll have to go look at those. Like I said, they are always updating this, so sometimes I'll come to a page and it's changed from the last time I've looked at it. So it's kind of nice to know that they are constantly keeping up to date here. All right, let's go to Twitter. The Twitter auto post, if you don't have Twitter, I recommend you getting on Twitter just so that you can use this tool, because it's pretty self-explanatory as far as it will automatically post tweets for you. So I don't do anything to this other than set it up. The very first thing you do need to do is to authorize Twitter to, if you already have Twitter, the very first thing you need to do if you don't have Twitter is set up a Twitter account. But once you do get the Twitter account, you need to come in here and authorize Twitter to send the posts. And then once you do that, you can tell Twitter how often you want to send out a post. I do recommend that you do generic posts in addition to company-specific posts, because you want to add value to anyone who's going to be following you. And this just shows what actually has been sent out for us. So I had an email from Lisa last night asking about the OneClick email and the email scripts, and I was going to go ahead and I actually created one because I was kind of seeing, I knew that you could do it, but I thought I would go ahead and do that with you today on the training today. But just, I'm going to come back to that, just touch on these other ones real quick. Like I said, the to-do tool is a way that you can add your own tasks, so they'll come up on that front page. You want to keep it, if that's a better way to keep it in front of you. You can create QR code builders with multiple URLs and print out labels to put on flyers or whatever. It also has the QR code that you can, I guess, have on your phone to where you can share your information with other smartphones. You can actually build presentations. Like I said, that is only with the IsaTools Pro. The coaching emails and drips, you can, once you get a new preferred customer or even a new team member, you can use this many different ways. Most of your new team members are going to come in with being a preferred customer, you know, and then they may become an associate, but you can go ahead and get them set up on a coaching email drip system. Just to kind of show you real quick here, the top ones here that you see, only 3 of these different icons right here, and then it drops down to 4. These are already pre-populated in this back office, so they're there for you to use. They're there for you to edit. If you do edit one, I recommend you change the title so that you know which one is yours, but the original will stay in there untouched, kind of, is that's what you want to say. Your edited one will come up with your new heading. Make sure you do put a new heading in, because I was doing that and I wasn't changing it, and that was very confusing. So, but all these ones below here are ones that I've actually created, or ones that I got dropped into my box through Carol, like this one right here. Carol, this was her drip campaign, and so I actually edited that. One thing I do want to recommend, though, if you do join a team and you collect all their emails and scripts that they've created, you want to go in and you want to check them out before you send them out to people, because Carol, of course, had a couple of her links directed to her page, and you don't want to send your prospects to Carol's page. So you want to make sure that you do change the link. Let me see if I can show you. I need to find what page that was on so that I could show you. But by clicking on the name of it, you can go in and you can see each one of the letters that go out, the title, and if you want to edit it, you can just click on the edit button on this side. If for some reason you don't like one of the pages that are in the drip campaign, you can take it out by deleting it. I'll have to do that on another one because I can't remember which one it was, but she did have a link on hers, and I was just going to show you how really quick you can change that. Might be able to do it from, let's see. If you click on the magnifying glass, I might be able to see it from here. This actually shows you each one of the letters that are going out. This is incredible because they're already pre-populated. You don't have to do any work. You know, just kind of read through it, make sure that it, you know, you like it. Or I know when I first got into this, I was clicking on all these letters or words that are highlighted. They're actually hyperlinked to wherever it is you're talking about this. So this one hyperlinks to the Transform Your Life video. So once they click on that, it takes them directly to there, and they can just start learning about what they're going to, you know, their new journey that they're going to be on. This shows them the system guide, takes them to the system guide that they're going to be receiving in their box. I recommend that you get people put on a campaign email drip system the very first day, if not the first day, definitely the second day that you put them in the system. And the reason why is because there's actually, I believe it's 2. You have to look at each one of the campaign drips, but I know in the one that I use, it has at least 2 pre-product emails. So they're actually going to start getting the emails right away, you know, just encouraging them about their decision that they've made with Isagenix. And like I said, it's giving them information to start learning about the products. Just know that they have something on hand that they're going to be able to help them learn more about the products and what they're going to be doing. It also gives them, you know, kind of reminds them what to do to take their weight and measurement. This actually links to the page on the simple guide, showing them where that's at in the simple guide. So this was Carol's, and she actually put these pictures in. And Lisa, I am going to show you how to do that. That was one of the questions that you had asked. I'm going to see if I could find her. I'm going to have to come back because I know there was only like 3 places that I had to go in, and I had to change the link to make sure that it was directed to us. So like I said, the magnifying icon shows you each one of the letters that you're sending out. When you set them up on a coaching system, you can look at these emails too. The coach actually gets emails, not as many as the preferred customer or team member, but they also, the coach gets emails kind of letting you know where they're at along the system and how to encourage them, maybe some tips on what to do. I did notice that somebody just texted, so chatted, so I want to see if it's something that I'm kind of, new to doing this. Okay, let's see. Please tell us again how we can go in and see, duplicate what you and Chuck have set up. Okay, team access. Yes, Pam, you go to the team access, which is under your profile. I'm not really sure, Pam. You'll have to let me know that if you join my team, if Carol Tompkins comes in. I don't know. So I'll get with Carol and make sure. I'm pretty sure she's okay with that, but I don't want to give hers out. You let me know, Pam, okay, when you join ours. Okay. I don't know if you guys could see that chat. Pam was asking me how to get back into, or how to get on the team access code, and if she joined my team, if Carol would automatically be added, and I don't know that answer. So I'm going to let Pam let me know that, and I'll share that on another training call. So in addition to the coaching emails, yes, Lisa, you can join Team of Hope. There is no space between, it's all one word, Team of Hope. So in addition to the coaching messages, the coach will also receive user messages. And these are kind of just like 5 or 6 telling you they should have received their product, check in with them today, just kind of giving you, like I said again, reminders to reach out and actually make that physical touch. Either call them, text them, let them know that you're there. And this is something that I've been working on. I've never been a phone person or even a contact person. I don't mind talking to people once that ice has been broken, but as far as picking up that phone and calling them, but what I've noticed is that when I do actually make that phone call, you can just tell in their voice that they truly appreciate the concern, that you're calling and checking on them. And it's a great way to make sure that they're not having any snags, because sometimes people are like, I'm still hungry, so you can encourage them along the way. And it's the best way to do that is just to reach out and make that phone call, check in with them, encourage them to call you if they have any problems, any questions. So you can actually put these in folders. You can actually create your own campaigns. I'll do that on another training because I'm going to do the OneClick today. But to set up someone on coaching campaigns, you can do that a couple different ways. But I'm going to teach you one way just so as not to confuse you. Once you're in your contacts, you just click on their name. That takes you to their information, their page. You can do a lot of things from here. You can send them an email directly from here, presentation, video. But this is where you would set them up on the coaching email or drip campaign. And all the ones that are in your back office, the ones that are already pre-populated by the company, and the ones that you created yourself, drop into this drop-down box. You just decide which one that you want to assign them to. If you notice right here, I took Carol's one from her that she created, and I changed it to Diane from Carol. That's just so that I know which one I'm looking at. It actually will start them out with the first message, and you can see all the different messages that are included in this. And then you can assign what date to start it on. So most of the time it'll start on the day that you put them in. If for whatever reason, if they say, yeah, let's go ahead and get me signed up, but I can't get started till next week, you can actually set the date right there. once you do, okay, this one is, I'm sorry, I got to backtrack. This one is not set up with a coaching drip campaign. So if it was, I'll show you. See how there's nothing below this part? If you set them up with a coaching, let's see, let's do this one. This part drops in also. So once again, you have to select the coach. And like I said, if your name is not in your database, it won't pull it up. So you assign the coach, they start receiving the emails also. And I just kind of double check the date, and you make sure that you click save. All right, I had another chat. Let me check on that. Oh, 2 more chats. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Coaching emails prospects can be set up, or do you have to create drips for prospects? I don't think I saw any in there, and that's why I created my own. And whatever I created, I got it from, gosh, I can't even remember where I got it from. But all the ones that I did, other than I think it was the last page of my prospect email, I got it from Isagenix sites. So, I mean, it's really easy to do, and I'll show you, because pretty much setting up a campaign is just like setting up email scripts. So I'm going kind of long today. Let's see, where am I at here? Okay, the coaching, I showed you how to do that. There is another way to, nope, I'm not going to do that because I might confuse you. Sorry about that. All right, so back to the one-click emails and the email scripts. The one-click email is pretty much like if you were going to send an email out through your Gmail, okay? And that's another thing I learned this past week. Be careful, because if you're like clicking around, you might accidentally put a recipient over here, and I didn't even look at that. I thought I was only sending it to one person, and I had another person on there, and I had to send him a note saying, sorry, I accidentally sent you a couple emails. He said, yeah, I figured that. So, but once you do get to the one-click email, like I said, it's pretty much like Gmail. You just decide who you're going to send it to, and you can either add them one at a time, and they populate over here to the left. You can go to a certain folder if you want to go, say, if you want to go to your preferred customers, and you want to send, I'm going to take him off. You can either select all. Lisa, this is kind of what you were asking, putting more than one person in, or you can individually click on them, putting them in. If they're over here and you decide you don't want them, I kept trying to get my little mouse on that X. You don't have to get on the X. All you have to do is get on their name and it'll take it off. But if you want to select all, that puts all of them in there. And the way that it's going to send it only to each individual is, I'm kind of jumping ahead right here, is in the body of the letter, you're going to come up to this Add Custom Data. And that tells them what you want to do. You want to put in the contact's first name, add selected. Right there, it's going to say contact's first name. So it'll choose each one of the letters that goes out. It'll say Brian, you know, or Bruce, or whoever, okay? And then you just, I'll show you real quick. I did open up the Isagenix cookies and cream. This kind of incorporates both of your questions, Lisa, as far as adding multiple names to an email. So I opened up an FYI newsletter, and Lisa was asking if you can add your own pictures. Yes, you can. So if I'm creating this one-click email, I'm just doing this. I can copy and paste. You know how to copy and paste? Okay. So then go back to where am I at? Drop that in there. So it's right there. And the cool thing is, I just noticed this today, is see how these are hyperlinked? They were hyperlinked in the FYI newsletter. They're hyperlinked here in your thing, so that it'll actually send them to wherever it's hyperlinked. I just think that's awesome. So then the other thing you would do is, do you know how to save pictures on your computer? Okay. So in this thing, I actually clicked on the picture, and I saved the image as, and I put it as cookies and cream. So then when I want to, let's see, where am I at? So then when I want to add my own, if you want to add something that's already in IsaTools, you would come up here and do Add Media. And that opens your library of your PDFs, your images, or whatever. You can add it through there. But if you have something on your computer that's not in the IsaTools, then you would click on this little icon right here, Image, and then Upload. You choose your file. You know how to do all this. Okay, so I go to my pictures. There it is. Worth the wait is what I titled it. You got to send it to the server. It says it uploaded the photo. Okay, press OK, and it drops the picture in there. Okay, then you can actually preview the message. So this is what your OneClick email looks like. Your contact's name will go in there. And then if you want to, I noticed I did this today, like at the bottom, you know, if I'm finished here, if I want to add to this, I can just go down and blessings for a joyous, oops. Okay, also, if you want to just put your name, that's another way that you can come up, oops, am I going here, and add custom data. You can take that off and put in my name, and that drops it. See, it's right there. I wouldn't have had to put our name in there, but I think it's only Chuck's name, so that's why if I feel like I'm sending it from both of us, then I go ahead and type in my name. But if you don't want it, you just delete it. And once again, see, that came up after I edited it. So I actually went in, let me see, and saved this morning because I wanted to make sure that I could do it. Under your templates, there are pre-populated templates in here. They are mainly just if you were trying to contact them through the phone. All of these are ones that Carol did. I have not taken the chance yet to go through these, but she's actually got some. From here down, these are mine. Oops. Okay, so these were, oh, okay, it looks like Carol's fell under the global email scripts, and then my email scripts fall under here, and then the one that I did, okay, now I'm hiding it that way. The cookies and cream shake, that's what I just did. You know what, let me get a different one on here. So I cleared that out. So once you have your, you save it as a template, it's in here, it's in your drop-down box. So I saved it as one. So there it was, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So you would pretty much do the same thing for your email scripts. If you want to save them, like say you know you're going to be doing this kind of letter a lot, you can save it under your email scripts. And once again, I think I put it in here, maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did, right here. So you can actually view it from here, and you can edit it from here also, and preview it. So I did a lot more today than I've been doing, so is there any questions? Let me see, I've got a couple chats up here. Okay, you're welcome, Lisa. So this, yes, it is robust, but you know what, it is, just get in and play around, because I mean, there's so much that you can learn just by going, even by just looking at the digital media, the videos and the podcasts, and I mean, it's just incredible. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, just kind of hover over your face, and the little speakerphone should show up. You just click on that, or maybe it's on mute up there. Let's see. You're welcome, Lena. All right. Did all this make sense? I hope I didn't confuse you on anything. All right. Well, if there's no questions, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. So I have to remember how to do that.